You don't just pull up at somebody's house in Mississippi, you know, and knock on the door. No. The rule is, well, not in the country. In the city, you do that to ring the doorbell. We don't got doorbells out here. The rule is in the country, if you pull up at my house, or if you pull up at somebody's house in the country, you don't knock on the door. Like, we don't like visitors that we didn't know were coming. What you do is, if you pull up in the yard of somebody's country house, you blow the horn and stay in the car. That's what you do. And you wait for somebody to come out. If don't nobody come out, that means you put your car in reverse and pull out the driveway. Even if you see the blinds do like this right here, don't think that's a welcoming sign.
But yeah, so we just want to make it a nice space, but we'll see what happens. We're just kind of open to, ooh, Wasp, yeah, ooh wee.
That must be like the husband of the family, because the rest of them were kind of gentle. And all of a sudden he come out and whop me upside the head twice. Pop, pop. He gave me a 2-piece. I ain't did nothing.
Oh!
He said, get out my yard, you know. Somebody grab it, daddy.
We rehomed the firewood now, and we are ready to tear down this porch wood deck, and Tim is working on it.
I got one of your friends here.
Oh, no, ew, please don't get that close to my face.
Y'all let us know what this is.
Oh,
they can't even really
see it.
It's some type of larva.
Yeah, it's kind
I thought he had combat training. He you know, the 10 and 7 all this type of stuff. It's like, yeah, when there's more than 2 people, you run. That's the training. What's going on, I.A.G farm family? It's a new day on the farm, and I got my crew that's gonna be helping me out today. Coming out the door, they're all flocking out. We got the I.A.G farm mama.
What's up, y'all?
We got Tim Jr. You ready to do some work today, boy?
Yeah.
All right, sound good. All right, see who else we got coming out this door in here. See who's gonna be next. It's taking them a while.
Noah takes the longest. He's like, let me get out the door.
That's right.
I'm gonna go grab my work boots.
Go ahead, go for it. It's gonna be a while. Noah struggles to get his shoes untied so he can retie them and put it back on his feet again. But Noah and Titus are coming out there at some point, and we're gonna get to work. We're back working on this barn today, and we're gonna be on the ground today. And that's the beautiful thing. I don't have to get on the roof today. We're eventually gonna finish off the roof. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do shingles or a metal roof. You know, both have their pros and cons, because with a metal roof, if I ever have to get up there and do repairs, I got to get up on that slick roof, and I don't like getting up on metal roofs, you know, because I'm already scared to fall off the roof. At least with shingles, you know, they give you a little bit of grip and you can walk around a little bit better. But the metal roof will be faster and easier to put up, you know, because you just put a whole sheet up there and then screw it down in a couple spots and then move on to the next sheet. I can probably get one side, a whole side done in a day, and probably 2 days had a whole roof done. But if I was doing shingles, you know, it just depends on how hot it is and what time of year it is. It'll probably take me, you know, I probably would allocate probably a week to do the shingles. But and then also with the metal roof, it pretty much will last for a lifetime, you know, as long as nothing happens and a screw is tightened down too tight or something like that and it starts leaking. But with the shingles, you know, you have to replace those after so long. So. And also with the shingles, you know, we could match those. So we could match the shingles with what type of, if we ever decide to still build a house down here in this section, we could match it up. I guess we could also do the same thing with the metal roof. So like I said, there are different pros and cons to doing it with shingles or a metal roof. Y'all leave a comment down low and let us know what y'all think. Should we put shingles on top of the barn, or should we put a metal roof on top of the barn? Y'all let me know what y'all think. But we're getting in here today. And as you can see, this barn site, let me just bag up. Let me just walk in there a little bit slower, because this whole barn site looks completely different from a week or two ago when we first started out here. As you see, we have those metal bins. We're kind of cleaning up this fence line here. Our goal is to have nothing on this fence line on the outside. nor in the inside. And then we want this whole area to be clear, grass to grow in and all that good stuff. And we burnt all those boxes. We only have a few things that we still have building material. And got all those boxes burnt. Megan and the boys came in and cleaned up behind the barn back here, because our goal is we're going to expand the barn. We're going to put a little lean-to coming down the side here. And that could be for animal shelter, hay storage, firewood storage, anything in that nature. And as you can see, that beautiful roof up there is looking good. Got a roof on both sides. And we're already parking the side by side up under here, not really to keep it out the rain, but just because we just want to see something under here. And then we got all our feed bins and everything lined up in here. And I'm gonna eventually build some steps. I might do that today, build a couple steps there. It shouldn't take long, probably 2 or 3 steps there, and get rid of this, so that'll be out of the way. And our goal for today is to get all this firewood moved. And walk out around the backside. Oh yeah, see him, the Wasp.
I thought I had a hat on, but thank God for my hair.
Oh yeah.
My hair was my cover.
They stung your hair.
It dove at my head, but all it hit was hair.
Exactly, slid straight off. That's right. That's the beauty of having that puffy hair back there.
Exactly.
Shield.
It protected me.
That's right. But yeah, our first goal is to get rid of them wasps. I gotta spray them. I gotta get some of the real wasp spray that'll penetrate off into this thing, because the inside of this ridge beam here is hollow in the inside. I built it, around it, so they have nest inside of that beam there, and so it's probably big old multiple wasp nests in there. But anyway, this is what we're gonna try to tear down today. We're gonna try to get this old wood rack. It was just temporary when I built it. We're gonna try to get it tore down. The first thing I'll probably do is just rip on it this way and see if I can get these pallets to fall down, and that way we can grab this wood and just toss it over here, over to the side for now. And so we can get this all out of the way, get this all clear. And then I want to limb this tree up. And I'm not sure if y'all know the story behind this tree, but it's not really a story, but it's kind of sentimental to us, because we cleared out everything in this section. This whole section used to be trees. There was a big old pecan tree over here that we cut down, and it was just briars and little small trees and everything in this area. And we came in and cleared all this stuff out, and we left this one tree. And back when we first left this tree, it was like skinny, probably about an inch, around. And now it's probably about, what do you think this is about? 4 inches, maybe 4.5. Yeah. So yeah, this tree has grown up. And our goal, let me just step back and let y'all see what our vision is, because we talked about it on another video, is that our vision is to have a garden out here, and we're going to expand the garden going that way all the way to the property line, and then the barn is going to be there. And we want to keep on limbing this tree so it can grow straight up, and it can be a tall, mighty oak tree. And we want the branches to kind of like branch out and like overshadow the barn, and kind of overshadow a part of the garden in the corner over there, where we'll be able to sit in the corner over there, like take breaks while we're working in the garden and all those type of things. And so that's our plan with this tree, is to let it grow big and tall and mighty, and be able to bring our grandkids out here and show them this tree, and talk about how we remember when it was just a little sapling. So our plan is to leave this tree. We're trying to save it the best we can. I've been limbing it up. You can kind of see some of the spots where I've cut limbs off over the years, but I kind of been neglecting it. I hadn't limbed it in a while, but there's really only a couple limbs need to be cut off. Like I said, you don't want to butcher it too bad and put it in shock and then it end up dying. But I want to get that tree limbed so I can keep on growing taller. I want to get that black felt cut there. I did it on the other side already and tacked down. And then we want to get this old firewood rack torn out and get this whole area cleaned up, so that we can start deciding on what type of siding we want to put on the barn. And yeah, that's the plan for today. Y'all ready to try to accomplish these goals, family?
Ready.
Yeah.
That's right. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting set up, and we're gonna bring y'all along for the process, and y'all just stick around for today's journey. It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God.
This evening, when I heard music echo through the night, the same old before. So I started running so I wouldn't be too late. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. When I got close, my heart was pumping to the beat that was blasting through the night. And on the street, the crowd was jumping, singing songs and dancing through the night. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. I can't believe we're dancing in the street. All I ever wanted was to get close to you. Now I'm burning up in your atmosphere. I can't feel my feet while we're dancing in the street in the neon light. Let the music go repeat all through the night. And when the music started to fade out, the first rays of sunlight lit up your eyes. Oh, how I wish this night would never end, so we can keep on dancing. I didn't think that I would ever see your face again, but I was wrong. I can't believe we're dancing in the street. All I ever wanted was to get close to you. Now I'm burning up in your atmosphere. I can't feel my feet while we're dancing in the street in the neon light. Let the music go repeat all through the night.
All right, y'all, this is a beautiful site. We have all the firewood moved off of this firewood deck that we had made previously. It was really only like a temporary thing that we did, but we rehomed the firewood now, and we are ready to tear down this porch wood deck, and Tim is working on it.
I got one of your friends here.
Oh, no, ew. Please don't get that close to my face. Please don't get that close to my face. Okay.
Yeah, let me hold it to the camera so they can see it.
Okay.
Y'all let us know what this is.
Oh, wait.
Oh, they can't even really
Can
see
you
it.
see it?
It's some type of larva.
Yeah. It's kind of, I had to turn the camera around.
Turn around, let me see.
Okay. All right, y'all. This is the larva that we discovered. We're straight doing homeschool wildcrafts.
We think it might be a beetle.
Yeah, we think
but
it's
whatever
a beetle.
it is, it's gonna turn. Like I've never
Like,
seen larva
in a couple hours.
Exactly. Never seen larva like moving that good.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty gross, y'all. That's the grossest thing that we found. Now that I'm completely thrown off and forgotten everything that I was saying, it's fine though. But we found those larvae when we were moving the firewood, which that's one of the reasons why it's good to move your firewood. And when we lived in the city, we've always moved our firewood multiple times to multiple different spots before putting it in the house. But all this wood is so great and dry. It's gone through a Mississippi, all 4 seasons in Mississippi. I can't wait. I mean, when we burn that wood, listen, I was thinking it should be on fire, but and that's what happens. That's what happens when you burn wood anyway. No, but this wood should really take off quickly. And we have an awesome wood stove, so we haven't had any trouble keeping the house warm. But we got all this firewood rehomed, and now Tim is working on just slowly breaking down the deck. He does have the tractor if he decides that he needs more power, like, you know, Tim the tool man needs to do a little bit more power. But right now he's just working on doing it by hand slowly. Yeah, it's tearing pretty quickly. It was
trying to avoid the late cockroaches.
Oh, yeah. So the cockroaches most of them just went deeper, which we were storing some things under there that I'm just gonna have to get rid of because it was so many bugs. It was so many bugs, lizards, creature pods, like it was beetles, ants, every type of species that you would find in the shade. They were over there. So I'm glad we moved the wood because that was pretty gross. And he seems to be doing a good job of tearing down this decking. So I'm just going to turn y'all around and show you what he's up to. This is really a beautiful thing. Being able to tear down this deck and kind of move a step forward on the finish off of the barn bill, because it's just kind of sentimental, and now the barn has a name. So every little bit of love that we can put into it, and every time I can be a part of it, I'm blessed just by thinking about the memories and the things that were established here that we're continuing to establish and move forward on.
Tell them about the new plans for the barn.
Okay.
Because I was going to try to be changing oil under here and parking tractors under here. Tell them about the new vision for the barn and how we're going to have another barn to do all that, and how you want this barn to be like nice and homey.
Yeah. So we talked about it, and we were talking about, okay, it's room to maybe do the tractor and the side-by-side, and we could do a lawnmower, one of those zero-turn lawnmowers, and put it under here. And then it just, if we did all that, literally, I'm going to back up and show y'all the space here. That would be all the space under here, and we're going to do a lean-to off the side, and it would consume all of that space. Which, I mean, you know, if we have to do that, that's fine. But I would love to have this be a really, like, nice tool shed work area for Tim. Which means that he could pull the side-by-side here and change the oil.
Not storing it here.
Right, just not storing it here.
Plus we have a wood stove still in there.
Exactly. So I would love for him to be able to come out and crank up the wood stove. And the wood stove, all you can see is the pipe. Let me go in here. So after we finish clearing out the part of the barn we're working on now, this outside portion, we need to get in and do some work inside, as y'all can see. But there's a wood stove in there, and I would love for Tim to be able to come out, crank up the wood stove, make himself an off-grid pot of coffee, and then have all his tools, maybe have like some type of workstation, like a high workbench where he could do little projects, change the oil, bring things in, change the oil. But I would like this to be just a nice, calm, serene place where he could think, plan projects, and work. And if we end up pulling in a bunch of equipment, it's going to take away from that open area where he can kind of think and pull something in if he needs to, but not store it there permanently. And it fits with our vision because we wanted to have just a big metal shed where we were parking things anyway. So We're thinking that if we have to temporarily home some things under here, that's fine. I like parking the side by side even under here for now. But the goal here is kind of make a serene space where we could do projects. Maybe we can, if we had an animal we were milking, we can bring them under here. If we had some babies that we wanted to bring in with their mama and kind of have them in the barn and keep them warm, this would be a real calm place where we could do that and make sure that the animals were safe and protected, and we could really give them some extra care.
And I think one of the things is that this used to be our house. Like we
sentimental,
lived here for 9 months, so it's sentimental. And so we wanted to be nice. And this is the first like structure, first real structure, I put it like that. Because we built the mini barn down the pig pen, but this is the first real structure that was on this property. And so,
you know, there's a cockroach coming towards you. Right there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Lay cockroach, lay dead. But that's French if y'all didn't know. But Mississippi French for Cajun. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I built this barn so that it'll last like for the rest of our lifetime, and hopefully our entire kids' lifetime. You know, I built it on concrete pillars and all those type of things. No wood is in the ground except for a couple support poles that can be replaced. So, you know, this barn kind of has some sentimental value, like Megan was saying, and like, you know, we can. Everybody
had a hand in building it too. Like, remember that night you and the boys stayed up into the dark pouring concrete.
And I saw on video that you were helping me put up the rafters.
Yep.
You were on top of the loft.
Yep.
So it could be a nice place. Like I said, we can have it, you know, to where we can come down, sit down, drink coffee around the wood stove, and just. It can be like a little outbuilding that we can come in and just enjoy, kind of get away. It's almost like a little retreat out here.
Right, it can be our little off-grid retreat. It can be our off-grid retreat. Tim even said if we have people visiting the farm, subscribers visiting the farm, this is where they could stay. Listen, don't say that too loud. We'll be getting hundreds of emails.
Listen, we'll come out here in the middle of the night and the subscriber will be out here like, oh, I'm in the barn.
Like y'all said, we could stay. Like, okay. But yeah, so we just want to make it a nice space, but we'll see what happens. We're just kind of open to we're just kind of open to wasp, yeah,
It tried to get me. I had too good of a defense mechanism. It hit me twice.
You moved too fast.
There you go, right there. It hit me twice. It hit me on the elbow and on the ear.
I think I
was moving too fast.
And I think that's like a warning too.
Yeah,
because
I wasn't no warning. He was trying to get me. I just had too good of a self-defense mechanism. It's like, you know how you roll off the punches? It's like that Stung came and I just rolled off of it.
No, it's way right in front.
Oh.
I'm gonna get my spray. I think I'm running out.
Y'all.
I'm going in.
Hopefully you didn't get that on camera.
Oh yeah, I definitely got that on camera. I got it all on camera, and I was watching it myself too.
Ain't got no business running from Wasp.
If you don't want to get stung, I think you did the right thing. Listen, what was it? Was it Muhammad Ali? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You were floating like that butterfly, and you didn't get stung.
Yep. I was using those defense mechanisms when you getting jumped. Now when it's like a one-on-one fight, you getting jumped, ball up.
Oh,
run.
Let me turn y'all around.
Run, boys, run.
Tim versus wasps. Man versus wasps.
Exactly.
Whoa.
He's
Whoa.
trying to get me. He going around you now.
Oh.
It's like about time me to get the traction.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Listen, you'll have me on the ground recording and you're pulling with the traction. I'll end up getting stung. We've stirred up the wasps too much, so Tim is going to get the tractor and he's just going to pull the rest out. So we're going to try to make it through this project without any or all of us. We don't want anyone to get stung. So we'll see what we can do. Tim is headed to get the tractor, and hopefully we won't get stung.
I look out across the water.
of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Reaper's Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. And who even knows where these rivers flow, why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on my mind.
All right, got that done
Got
right
it
this
done.
time by Wasp.
That's awesome.
Now we just got to clean up. Let me show him my newly cleared work site.
All right, y'all. So we were able to get, he even came and gingerly popped off the sides. So we were able to get the entire decking pushed off and pushed up. So now we just got to get these boards cleaned up. I was storing some things underneath as well, but I really don't have a spot for them. So we might just have to find the junk pile for that stuff and move on. But he's got everything moved, pushed out, like mission accomplished. Just cleanup crew now, right?
That's right. They get cleaned up. We're going to try to get some of these boards with nails in them, put inside this barrel and burn it. And we're trying to capture all the nails in that barrel without getting them on the ground. So
Exactly.
let's
Yeah.
go now.
All right.
Get all this stuff cleaned up.
Let's get to it.
Step back some and see, is it equal over here as it is over here?
Okay, hold on.
Take a couple off over here so equal it out.
Yeah, you probably need to equal it out. I'm starting to step back. I see already. That one, well, you could take that one. But it's two. It's one a little lower than that, a big one. Yeah. But
This one?
Yep, that's it. I think it looks pretty good. We have gotten this tree limbed and it looks great, and it's going to be able to grow up and it's going to really look beautiful. We dropped a lot of the limbs though in the site where I was working, so we'll get these limbs dragged away and then we will get the rest of this stuff kind of cleaned up and cleared out. I started just a little bit putting some items in the burn barrel, but once we get these limbs here dragged away, then we can finish off, and it's not much left. It's just a few more boards and things like that. We've given the limbs, some of the limbs that we already dragged away, we gave them to the sheep. We just tossed them over the fence here to the sheep pasture, and the sheep have been snacking on them. They love eating leaves. They eat grass, but they out. You spraying, bitch. They eat grass, but they eat grass, but they also eat leaves as well. So we've just been tossing them the leaves for a little snack. And now that we have the tree limbed, Tim can get over here and he's gonna cut the rest of this roofing paper off, and also this gable end he's gonna go ahead and use some the OSB and frame that in as well. So that'll be framed in much like this gable end on the other side of the barn. So we can't wait to do that, and that'll be part of finishing off the roof, completing that gable side, that gable end side. I'm very happy with the progress, and the tree, let's see, it's kind of hard to get in the shot. It's so tall now. But the tree looks amazing, and I'm really excited about how the limbing turned out. We just gave her a nice haircut. That's what it feels like. And we're going to go ahead and work on getting the rest of this site cleared, and it's going to look amazing. I can't wait to have it all be like nice and clean and serene and walk y'all through it and show y'all the finished product. So we're just going to get to it, cleaning up and finishing up in this area here.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
We are done, and it looks amazing. It is so big and open in this barn section now. We were able to rehome all of the firewood and tear down our wood porch, the little deck that we had built here for the wood, and it looks so great. I'm so excited. It looks so just like big and open and spacious, and I'm really glad that we were able to get rid of all that without getting stung. So the wasps, every now and again, they still swarm. They're pretty upset that we are disturbing their home. And Tim even had to get on the roof in order to get some of this black felt, this roofing paper. He needed to nail it down because the sun was beating on it and it was crinkling up. So, y'all, he had to, fight the wasp up there too. But everything is good. And now that, let me show y'all this tree. Now that we were also able to limb the tree, he can get back to this side and, of course, take care of that felt paper, the roofing paper on that side, and get everything looking really, really good on that gable end of the barn. So, y'all, it just looks amazing. We got that rehomed there, and we got everything else out. Fought wasps, came out champions at the end of the day. What else did we do, y'all? Am I forgetting anything?
We did a lot, but
it seems like a lot more than that.
There's a lot of daylight left in the day, but it's so hot out here that we're all exhausted and tired. I'm imagining it's probably about maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that, somewhere in that area. And but we're done for today. Whatever we didn't get done today, we'll pick it up another day. But
pretty much.
Did you tell them about how I'm gonna frame in those gable ends?
I talked about it a little bit earlier, and I was just saying that that's one of the reasons why we're glad the tree was limbed. Yep. So
get that framed in.
Mm-hmm.
And then once because we have a list of things that we're doing to like work towards completing the barn, and one of the things that we needed to do was get that wood rack out of the way, so that we can start figuring out what type of siding that we want to put on the barn. And also, I'm gonna pull this thing down here, and we're gonna clean out the inside of the barn. But in order to clean out the inside of the barn, we had to get the loft finished and the roof finished and get that thing tore down and everything, so we can kind of get a feel for where everything is gonna go. But a lot of this stuff that's in the barn is gonna go up on this loft here. This is gonna be a storage loft, and as we're putting stuff up there, we'll kind of be able to organize those things as well. Yeah. And I'm also gonna build a wall here. I talked to y'all about how I'm gonna build a lean-to off the side of the barn. I don't know if that's gonna be like a firewood lean-to. I don't know what it's gonna be for, but I know that we need more space in the barn. So there's a lot of things to come, but we're gonna have to call it for today because it's just too hot.
Right. And this day, I feel like we accomplished a lot because we're preparing the way for all of those projects that you talked about in the future, including, like you were saying, about this gable end back here at the very end of the barn. We limbed the tree, and so now you're able to do that project as well as get the roofing paper tidied up over there. So just all this clearing out here, y'all. You see it now, but there are projects to come. We've enjoyed working in the shade of the barn, some semi-shade, because there was a lot of heat on the roof and a lot
I had to get up on that roof. Literally, I couldn't touch the roof. I had to be
on the roof, hot.
But it was so hot, I couldn't touch it. Like if I put my one knee down on the roof, through my pants in like a second, it was too hot. Like where I was saying, ouch.
For real.
For real.
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't touch it with my hands.
Yeah,
exactly
so
right. So I had to try to stand up and like lean over and do stuff.
Yeah, for real. So this was the only section where we could kind of escape the heat. But yeah, it's super hot around us. So we're going to go sit up in the air condition and just enjoy the rest of our day and fellowship with one another. And I feel like we've accomplished a lot of our goals, and I'm excited about that. So we're just going to call it right here for today. It's I.A.G Farms.
It's all about God.
We will see y'all on the next one.
Come to the water.
take a step into the river and get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is